Hi, this is Dreama. Today we are doing a client reading, and as always, I know the name of the client and they know their name, but I won't be saying it in this video. Okay. Now today we're going to be using doing what's called a relationship reading, and we're going to be using 7 cards, and I'm also using the Tarot of Dreams. It's one that I use quite often. I'm very connected to this deck. So it's one that I kind of rely on most of the time, okay? Now, how this is going to work, we're going to be using, like I said, a 7-card spread. The 3 cards on this side will represent the client. The cards on this side, these 3, will represent the other person. And the one in the center will represent kind of the outcome of the entire situation, okay? So we're going to start over here with the client. And we have the 6 of coins and the 4 of swords, and lastly the 3 of wands. Okay, now as this relates to the client, okay, this is going to help us understand kind of how the client is feeling and things like that. Okay, and what I'm getting from this one, the actually the 6 of coins, is that it looks like what's going on right now with the client is that you kind of are feeling as though you offer things to someone and they're not taking your offer, if that makes sense. As you can see, he's holding his hand out with a coin. So that tells me that right now you kind of feel as though that you're always offering yourself to others. And they may not always take you up on that, but you're the kind of person that is a very giving type of person and wants to actually give to others, okay? And so that's caused a little bit of problems in your life, is kind of what I'm getting. Okay, next we have the 4 of swords. Now, this is an interesting card because what it tells me is that right now, what is going on with your life, this person is laying over top of some swords. So it tells me that there's actually some problems, some things that are going on right now within your life that aren't quite what you would want them to be, okay? And what I mean by that is that, you know, you're just not where you want to be right now. And you almost feel as though you've kind of been entombed in this aloneness, okay? That the person that you're with isn't really opening up to you. So you almost feel alienated, okay? All right, and last we have the 3 of wands. Now, that's an interesting card because I'm not sure how well you can see it, but the person is sitting there and there's a boat off in the distance. So what I'm getting from this is that it seems as though you're looking out from your life and you're seeing what could be, what may be, and you're waiting on that to happen, and it's actually causing a lot of anxiety and problems within your life right now, okay? All right, now we're going to move to the other person, and we have actually it is the 9 of coins, but it is upside down. And then we have the High Priestess. And lastly, we have the Hangman, which is also in reverse. Now, whenever a card is actually in reverse, that gives it a completely different meaning. And I think I have talked about that before, okay? What I'm getting, I want to talk about the 9 of coins first, which is, like I said, in reverse. And what I'm getting is that there seems to be, this person, there's some sort of deception going on. There's something that's going on within their life that they're hiding. They're not being completely honest about something that is going on in their life. And I believe it has something to do with the client. They're not opening up. There's something they need to tell you that they haven't, okay? There is a deception of some sort that is going on. All right, next I want to talk about the Priestess. Now, this is a very powerful card, okay? To me, it's about someone that seems a very powerful person that holds power over someone, but yet someone, again, who's very secretive, and they hold their secrets deep within and don't share them with other people. And I don't believe whatever this secret is, they haven't shared that with the client as of now. And lastly, we have the Hangman again, which is in reverse. And just like I said before, when something is in reverse, it does give it a completely different meaning. And so what I'm getting from this is that this person is a very selfish, almost self-absorbed person. And the deception is all for them. It is all for their own gain. It's not something where they're protecting the client. This is a deception that only benefits them, okay? And next, lastly, we have the outcome card. That is the Eight of Cups. And I'm not sure if you can see, but that person is walking up what appears to be some sort of steps. Now, what I'm getting from this card basically is that, you know, there are other things that are going on, okay? It seems to be on the outward level, okay? There may be some joy from this relationship for both parties, okay? I don't believe that it's going to end horribly bad. I don't see that. But what I do see is that at some point one person will move further away from the other. Now that doesn't mean physically, I mean emotionally. One person will move slightly further away. Now, you know, it seems like on the surface that this relationship on the surface seems fairly well, actually pretty stable, but in reality, down deep, there are some major problems going on right now. Now, this deception would need to be overcome, and this person would need to actually become more honest and open about what is going on so that the client doesn't feel alienated and alone and doesn't wonder what may have been, okay? All right, that does conclude my reading for today. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me, and I do hope to see you all again.